those who took their religion as just something to be entertained with, and as a mockery, as a game. وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا, and worldly life deceived them. This phrase that comes over and over again in the Qur'an, worldly life deceived them, it's important to understand what that means, internalize what that means. It means all human beings have aspirations. We have aspirations for careers, we have aspirations for owning homes, we have aspirations for nice cars, we have aspirations for our families and their futures, we have financial, social, health, we have all these aspirations in life. But our religion teaches us that these aspirations are well and good if they are minimized, and the main aspiration in your life is success in the next life. When that's gone, and these are the only things you look up to in life, then you're deceived, you're deluded into thinking these are goals worth living for. This is غَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا. Their goals were in the wrong place. Their motives were in the wrong place. You gotta watch these, I really enjoy watching these weird self-help videos. Or they just tell you, man, you just gotta make the money. You can get rich. What are your goals in life? Set some real goals. And it's great for Muslims in the sense that we never lose sight of, hopefully, never lose sight of the akhirah. But man, for non-Muslims, that stuff is poison, I tell you, in some sense. Because that's all you're looking for is what? Just career, I accomplished my goals, I've attained what I sought to attain in this life. For the Muslim, we're never done. We're never done. And these weren't our goals. These successes in dunya, Allah will give us if we have the right work ethic. But that's not what we aspire for. We aspire for much higher things. وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا فَالْيَوْمَ نَنْسَاهُمْ كَمَا نَسُوا لِقَاءَ يَوْمِهِمْ هَذَا. So today we have forgotten them. Now forgetting is of two kinds. And I told you before, being in the ghaib is of two kinds. Remember that? Same thing, forgetting is of two kinds. Forgetting is a flaw. I forgot the homework. I forgot this question. I forgot that word. That's a flaw. It's a aib. Then there is, forget you, man. How have you forgotten about me? Your mom calls you didn't call her for 3 days, she calls you and says, why have you forgotten about me? That's not forgetting like I can't remember, that's forgetting like what? Like ignoring, like not caring, like putting aside. Like forget that. It's just like that in Arabic. Allah is saying, we're forgetting them. Is this the ma'adallah? It's not the flaw. It's not the lack of memory. It's what? Ignoring. I'm making you insignificant. You're forgotten to me. You're nobody to me. Just like you forgot and you made insignificant the meeting of this day. وَمَا كَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يَجْحَدُونَ. And they used to be, and because of whatever debates they used to make, and whatever compelling arguments they used to make against the ayat, of our ayat. وَلَقَدْ جِئْنَاهُمْ بِكِتَابٍ. We've already brought them, we have already come to them with, or brought them, a fantastic book, a magnificent book. فَصَّلْنَاهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ. We have explained that book, we have explained it based on thorough knowledge, on the basis of knowledge. هُدًى وَرَحْمَةً, as a guidance and mercy. لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ, for a nation that wants to believe. The door is still open. He didn't say لِقَوْمٍ مُؤْمِنِينَ, because if you're already mu'min, that's you. لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ, for a nation that wants to believe. هَلْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَّا تَأْوِيلَهُ. Are they waiting for the time that its interpretation actually comes out? You know what that means, تَأْوِيلَهُ? Somebody says, what's the interpretation of وَفُتِحَتِ السَّمَاءُ فَكَانَتْ أَبْوَابًا? What's the interpretation of the skies are going to be opened and they'll turn into doors? Yes, you can read the Ibn Kathir, you can read Jalalain and Qurtubi and Tabari, but the real tafsir of it is when you see it. When the doors open, oh, that's the tafsir of it. That's the ta'wil of it. That's the actual interpretation. Nothing will beat that interpretation. Nothing will beat that interpretation. So they're saying, are they waiting for the time when its manifestation, its actual interpretation, it actually comes out? يَوْمَ يَأْتِي تَأْوِيلُهُ, the day on which its manifestation does come out. يَقُولُ الَّذِينَ نَسُوهُ مِنْ قَبْلِ, those who had forgotten it much before or ignored it from a long time ago, they're going to say, قَدْ جَاءَتْ رُسُلُ رَبِّنَا بِالْحَقِّ. The messengers of our Master did come with the truth. They did bring the truth. Where was this statement? In what context was this statement already mentioned before? جَاءَتْ رُسُلُ رَبِّنَا بِالْحَقِّ. People in Jannah, they were looking at the trees in Jannah saying, wow, the Qur'an's description was just like this. Now the exact opposite. Now the punishment is coming, and the criminals saying what they were saying is true. فَهَلْ لَنَا مِن شُفَعَاء? Anybody out there to help us out a little? Give us, just kind of latch on. Any contacts that we can use? I don't like to use the old translation, are there any of thou intercessors? Intercessor, have you used intercessor in any conversation recently? Right? Sounds like a complicated scissors. Right? What does that mean? A hookup. That's what that means, a connection. Somebody who will take the brunt of the attack, and then they'll just he's with me, let him slide. Like you get invited to the party, and you're not invited, but your cousin is, and he kind of slips you in. Get me a guest pass. That type of thing. هَلْ لَنَا مِن شُفَعَاء فَيَشْفَعُوا لَنَا. Then they will intercede on our behalf. They'll come on our behalf and speak on our behalf. أَوْ نُرَدُّ. Or maybe, is it possible? هَلْ لَنَا نُرَدُّ. هَلْ نُرَدُّ. Will it be that we can be sent back? Is that possible? فَنَعْمَلَ غَيْرَ الَّذِي كُنَّا نَعْمَلُ. Then we will do, in that case, we will do the stuff we didn't used to do. And we'll do everything other than what we used to do. In other words, they don't even know what they're going to do. They just know they're not going to do what they used to. What this is a recognition of, it speaks volumes. One, it says they didn't really know what the good deeds were because they never cared to find out. Because they didn't even say na'mal salihan here. They will just do other than what we did. And the other is they admit that what they were doing was absolutely no good. So we'll just do other than what we did. غَيْرَ الَّذِي كُنَّا نَعْمَلُ. قَدْ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ. They've already bankrupted themselves. They've already put themselves in loss. وَضَلَّ عَنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ. And everything they used to make up frivolously and out of malicious intent, all the things they used to make up are all lost on them. They've all disappeared from them.